my, my, oh my. Hi, everybody. Good morning to all of you from, around the world. Thank you for joining me today. It's your buddy, Uncle Bruce here. Stock Markets with Bruce. Here at the moment, Palm Desert, California is where I and Auntie Jen are hanging out. It's going to be warm here today, 91, and we're going to 95, I think, tomorrow. We're going to stay here for the next week or so, so it's going to be quite warm in the daytime, and so we watch ourselves and govern ourselves accordingly. I don't mind the heat though. I love it. I absolutely love it. I delay my swimming pool session when I go to the hot tub. I go to the spa. I go to that area right around sunset time now. I wait until 7 East Pacific time, and then I'll head to the pool area, and I'll be in the hot water, bubbling away and getting pummeled with the sun setting and the air cooling off, and we'll be back into the low 80s while I'm doing it. It's okay. I think about my friends and relatives back in Calgary at 33, 35 degree temperatures and go, I'd rather be here than there. Oh, yes. So it's all good. Welcome all. The market wants to be higher today. The market wanted to be higher yesterday. The market wanted to be higher 2 days ago. You may recall Monday, this being Wednesday, April 17th. You may recall Monday, we were up 325 points in the first hour of the day on Monday. We lost 200 plus points by the end of the night. Yesterday, we started kind of, and then we gained, but we couldn't hold the big gain. I think we're up over 100 plus, or maybe more. We ended up with a 60-odd point gain yesterday, if I'm not too far off the mark here. 63-point gain for the Dow was the final count. And the Dow had been as high as 37,992. 37,992 ended up at 37,798. So about 100 and maybe 200 points below the high of the session is where we closed. So you can see we were up 260 at one point. Couldn't hold it. But we did manage a gain yesterday. So there's this pent-up buying that's waiting to come in. And it's been waiting for the excuse. When should I get in? One, I'm a bargain hunter. When can I get the deal? And number two, I have cash coming in here to my pension fund, my ETF, my mutual fund. I have cash coming in all the time. All of these millions and millions and millions, if not tens of millions and tens of millions of employees out there who are the saps of the world, unfortunately, in many cases, because they are forced to invest in my management company's management firm for their retirement, and all we do is collect fees from these poor saps, and we just put them into the Magnificent Seven stocks and a couple of T-bills, and we average performance for them. Because bottom line is we're asset gatherers, and we just manage other people's money and get paid to do it, and we do as little as possible. It's wonderful. So we have all these saps who are stuck, who are trapped inside these retirement plans. They're in Canada, they're in America, they're in Europe, and trillions of dollars are tied up into mediocre returns. But even those guys, even those morons who are managing money with very little talent, they got to put the money to work. And so they're looking for what can we buy and when can we buy. Now, they're not complete idiots. They are looking for deals. Can't blame them for that. So they're sitting around the last few days going, well, Apple's ranked 169, got up to 199 last year. It's now 169. Shouldn't we nibble on some Apple shares? Shares of stocks like Amazon and stocks like Google. They're not at their all-time highs. We could nibble on those. NVIDIA got to 974, and it was down to 830 last week for like a microsecond. It was 850, 60 something a few days ago. It's now 880. Maybe you should buy that. Others are thinking, well, we can do in our growth funds. Maybe we'll go after Unity and AI, or how about we go after Adobe? It got down to 470 something. It's now 478. Maybe we should nibble on that. There's a lot of talk going on here about we can't stay out of the market. We got to get this cash going back in there, and we can't have it just going to T-bills. I mean, that's not enough. We have to have a diversified portfolio. Got to do something to earn our keep. And so the market wants to go higher. There's a lot of cash coming into this market or available to come into the market. They just need the excuse to buy it. Well, yesterday, Powell upset the apple cart. He talked. Did you notice the market yesterday? Yeah, he talked. Well, he'll shut up now. He's not. I don't think he's scheduled to speak anywhere. Hopefully, please God, don't speak. And so the market can just go about its business, and bargain hunters can be free to bargain hunt whatever they perceive a bargain to be, and go out there and multiply. Um, we'll see how this goes. Right now, the Dow is up 0.14 of a percentage point, 55 points. S&P is up a quarter of a point. It's up 12 and a half. And NASDAQ is up 0.12, about an eighth of a percentage point higher for NASDAQ. That's a 24-point gain. Oil is off 71 cents, 84.67 on oil. So down goes oil again, just fractionally, tiny little bits. But this is very important. This week has been very interesting for oil traders. We were worried about over the weekend, all the Iranian-Israeli stuff. What happens next? What's Israel going to do now? Is Iran going to launch some more missiles? What's going to happen? Well, oil is dropping, and it's just easing off. And that, to me, is more important than just dropping $5 a barrel. Dropping 50, 60, 70 cents a day tells me the pressure is off, and the worry of a full-fledged Mideast conflict seems to be off. And we haven't heard any word from the Brits, the Americans, Israelis, and others about satellite imagery showing armies of different countries preparing to come in against Israel from all sides. None of that's going on. And wisely so, because the other Arab countries watched what happened to the Iranian drone missile attack and noticed that it didn't hit a damn thing over there pretty well. It was kind of, more of a fireworks show than anything else. And they're kind of asking themselves, well, if the Iranians can't launch, if they're launching whatever it is, 300 whatever things over there, and it doesn't do a damn thing, why should we get involved? Because we're not as well stocked as the Iranians are. We haven't got as much cash lying around because we don't export oil like they do under the table. But anyway, we'll see what happens. The Iranians, of course, are very comfortable doing what they're doing because they're backed by China and they're backed by Russia. And as long as we turn the ignition key in V8-powered vehicles, we keep this game going. As long as we have this insatiable appetite for crude oil that we need not have, we will fund Iran, we will fund Russia, and of course, as long as we like to buy pens for 99 cents a piece at our local 99-cent store, China will prosper because China doesn't pay minimum wage like in California for waiters and waitresses. And so we continue against our best interests at times, but it is what it is. Welcome to the world in which we live. It's 2024, folks. What can I say? What's going to happen next? Look, the title of my show today is, Could Sofi become a takeover target if their profits exceed expectations? Their profits are coming out in 12 days, the 29th of October. Today's the 17th of October. In 12 days, Monday morning pre-market, Sofi reveals their financials. They reveal their results of the first quarter, which ended at the end of March. We're already 17 days into the new quarter, and the company is just growing. And I'm asking myself, and I'm asking you through this headline, do you think that Sofi could become a takeover target if their profits exceed expectations? Because we know usually what happens with Sofi is that the management of Sofi will give an indication of what they believe they will generate in revenues and profits and EBITDA and all the other fancy words they like to use out there. And what happens is they exceed them. They generally always exceed the numbers that they've indicated. And they're experts at it, and that's a good thing. Better to keep the market guessing at a lower rate of return than a higher. Come in with a surprise, and everyone is pleasantly pleased and surprised, perhaps in some cases shocked, and the stock might pop up a little bit. But yeah, I'm asking this question: if you're Apple, or are you Microsoft? Are you Google? Are you Amazon? Are you Facebook? Meta platforms? Are you a large entity, um, and you would like to have a banking division as part of your massive conglomerate worldwide reach? Why don't you just buy one that's already running in the area of expertise that you are in? So, Google, software, fintech works. Apple, computers, cell phones, fintech banking. I mean, who doesn't use an Apple phone to access their SoFi account? I mean, vertical integration. Why not have an app on your phone called called SoFi, that is the in-house bank for Apple. It's Apple's own, and Apple now has a reach into the fintech banking world globally, because SoFi will go global. Get in now, buy it now while it's all been set up. Billions have been spent in R&D, research, failed ventures, successful ventures, mergers, acquisitions. 8 million plus members now, growing at a crazy rate. 3 billion in cash flow, and yada 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 yada. It's all there. This isn't like a startup like it was 3 years ago, 5 years ago. This is 12 years on, company on its way. Now might be the time. Maybe now's the time for Facebook to make this move, and others diversify. And yet, I mean, let's get real. If your company is $1 trillion company and you buy SoFi, how much are you gonna have to spend to get SoFi? I mean, what, $20 a share? It's a joke. $20 a share, $20 billion out of a $1 trillion company, easily absorbed, right? If you wait too long, though, you wait another 3 or 6 months, and they produce 2 more earnings profit quarters. They are S&P 500 eligible now on their own. They are $20 a share on the open market. Now you got to pay 50. You want to convince every shareholder to cough up their stock, you got to cough up $50. Hey, you want to pay 20 billion or you want to pay 50 billion? 6 months from now, a year from now, what's your game? There comes a point in time where it becomes too expensive, and now you're not going to buy it now. Now it's just too much money. You're going to have to buy a smaller fintech company to compete against this fintech company. Why don't you buy this fintech company, SoFi, now, quickly, and then have it buy all the other smaller fintech companies with your backing? Because with $1 trillion of backing, SoFi could become one of the top 25 largest banks in the United States within like 2 years. What is the game plan for the Apples of the world and the Googles of the world and the Amazons and the Facebooks? What's their, wouldn't it make sense to buy them here before the market goes goofy crazy about it, and make your move? Makes sense to me. Do you have to use cash to get SoFi? Maybe you can convince the shareholders of SoFi to take a stock deal. So many shares of SoFi gets you so many shares of our company. And now every SoFi shareholder is a shareholder of a very large $1 trillion+ market cap corporation with limitless upside for the whole thing. Everybody here will be running options on something like Dow 30 stock or a S&P 500. That would be a big change. I don't know. Would it be $20, $25 a share equivalent for paper? Could there be a bidding war? Could there be 2 or 3 companies who are thinking exactly the same thing, going, this window of acquisition in an affordable way is closing for SoFi. The internal people who are reporting to CEOs and CFOs and board of director members, committees inside these large outfits, top secret meetings, they're probably saying, look, it's 7.22 a share. Okay. They're about to release their second consecutive quarter of profits, which will be more than the first quarter. They're bigger now than they were a quarter ago. They're going to be bigger a quarter from now than they are now. So, each quarter coming out will be bigger earnings and higher revenues, more products. You want to buy these guys? You want to have fintech as part of your overall large multi-8 trillion or multi-trillion-dollar corporation? This is the moment to grab this thing because it can triple its value every year for the next 5 years. In theory, it could just exponentially grow out a lot. And if it is perceived to be eventually a takeover target, it'll start trading at takeover prices. Now, it won't trade on its fundamentals. It won't trade at 20 times earnings. It might trade at 100 times earnings from now on, like soon, really soon, starting next quarter. I'm just asking. I'm saying, could Sofi become a takeover target? And I'm thinking, yes, it can. I have to be open to that. I have to be aware. I have to be reasonable. I can't keep walking around with these blinders on. I got to take a look at this and go, if I'm Apple, why wouldn't I look at these guys at 724? I'm smarter to look at them at 724 than at 1724, don't you think? By $10 a share, which is $10 billion cheaper today than at 1724. I'm wondering, what about if, I don't know, what if company number one approaches Noto on the, quiet little chat in Davos or, wherever they're hanging out. Hey, listen, how about would you be interested in a deal? And what's your game plan? What do you want to do? And Noto's talking about, well, we're expanding our company. We just raised $845 million. We're going to raise, we're going to get larger. We're going to acquire competition. We're going to get into the insurance business. We're going to get into the tax preparation business. We're going to get into all kinds of services that we can offer our people on the phone through our Sofi apps. And we're diligently working on trading options, and we're going to have commodity trades, and we're going to do all kinds of stuff. And maybe we'll create an investment banking division, and we'll do this, and we'll do maybe this, that, and the other. He's got a 5-10 year plan. And large company says to him, well, how would you like to accelerate that 5 and 10 year plan to a 2-year plan, 3-year plan with unlimited capital that, is not available to you as a freestanding company that you are? I mean, you're a 722 stock. You just raised $845 million. Well done. At 1.25%, brilliant cap call transaction deal. You were obviously listening to Uncle Bruce. Way to go. Now, how would you like to raise 5 or 10 billion like that? Maybe we can make a deal. And the deal could be, why don't we buy stock from your treasury? We'll have our company buy stock in your treasury, and we'll just, pledge to not take you over. We'll just be a large shareholder of yours. We're fans. Why don't we throw you $5 billion in cash today? You just keep right on going. Noto's brains are just going to go, woo! He's going to go, oh, wow, $5 billion from company blah, which is $1 trillion plus machine. The street will go batshit crazy. The stock will go to $15, $20 a share right now because the deal could be a $15 deal. It could be, here's $5 billion at $15 a share. We're not taking you over. We're not going to interfere with your daily operations. We want you to sign a 5-year contract. We want the board to sign 5-year contracts. Management's in place. We're not taking over. Go. We're just a large shareholder of your company at $15 a share because we believe. Maybe we'll do a preferred deal. We'll do a preferreds that are convertible at $20 and $30 and $40 a share, 5 and 10 and 15 years from now, or something. We'll work it out. We'll figure it out. There's no dividend payable. There's no interest. We're just investors because we believe in the next 5 years your company's going to be a triple-digit stock. We'd love to get a bunch of it down here, even at 15. Would Noto take a deal like that? It'd make you wonder. If he has a 5-year guarantee that he's not going to be taken out, plus his bonuses are all locked in and he's all set, would he go to the board and say, hey, what do you think of this? I don't know. That's a deal that's a negotiated deal. What, however, if an outside entity comes in and says, we're not negotiating. We're just coming in and telling you what we're going to do. We're buying up your stock on the open market. We already have 10% of your company, and we're going after 35% of your company. And we're just telling you that's what we want. And we're not putting any money into your company. We're just buying the stock on the open market. We're just going to buy up the common stock because who's going to stop us? And uh, we'd love to negotiate a deal with you, but really, we know that if we own, 25% of your bank as shareholders, we're in a far larger, stronger position to negotiate a future relationship more on our terms than on yours. Well, that could happen. What if four companies come in like this and think, hey, this thing's in play? This thing's in play. There is no dominant shareholder right now. There's no 65% shareholder of SoFi out there. There are no founders of SoFi that own majority control. SoFi is wide open for a takeover. It certainly is. As are many other companies out there that are wide open for takeovers. It's a matter of just how many billions will it take. By the way, if anyone at GameStop is watching this show, and you're able to slip a note under Anthony Noto's door, in a little envelope, private and confidential, Mr. Ryan Cohen. You could mention that maybe today would be a really good day for GameStop to load up on SoFi stock with that $1.2 billion you're looking to do something with. This could be the moment to pick up like 100 million shares of the stock, pick up 9.9% of the company, and just kind of tuck that into GameStop's portfolio over there. And let the rest of these players go after the rest of it. And it gets to $25-$30 a share. GameStop will have tripled their money, turned 1.2 billion into 3.6 billion on top of the value that they're worth right now. And GameStop stock will be $30 a share. That could help. Just saying. Little side tip. Safety tip. Little hi, how are you tip. Just trying to help. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, SoFi 722 right now. It's up 2 cents. Is it a takeover target? Not at the moment. It doesn't seem to be a bidding war going on for SoFi at the moment. Kathy Woods is buying up the stock, and other companies are buying up the stock, but no one seems to be moving in here at the moment. Obviously, Goldman Sachs backed SoFi a month ago with their $845 million deal. They helped coordinate that with Noto, and that deal is now done. I'm waiting for the stock to, quote, get moving. Well, I think Monday, the 29th of April, might be, between now and then, we have to wait for that. After the 29th of April, what is going to happen in the first 2 weeks of May? That is going to be interesting because after the 29th of April, the financials are out and the hold period is up. The blackout period is out. Everything's out. The company can talk. People can talk. Stock can move. Deals can be made. And could it be that Anthony Noto's email account or personal private telephone starts ringing from 3 or 4 sources? And it could well be, someone is hired by someone else to make inquiries about the possibility of a friendly alliance. You're a bank, you're a chartered bank, you're making money, you're growing. We over here do this, you know us, we know you. And there might be old connections from Goldman days. Who knows? From 20 years ago, there might be old relationships that Noto's had for years and years and years, decades, that come back and say, hey, listen, we love what you're doing. And we see where you're headed. But I think maybe we can get you where you want to be in 5 years and not in 15 years, or in 2 years, not in 6, or something like that. Would you be interested in accelerating your business? Maybe we can work a deal. Well, I come back to the end game. What does it mean for you? You guys as shareholders. If the stock goes to $20 a share, how many of you are going to go, Well, I'll just get out. Thank you. My average is $6, 7, 8, 9. I get out of 20. If I get taken out on a buyout, you are forcing me out with a $20 bill per share. I guess I'll have to take it. Now, what I do with that $20 is up to me. Buy something else and write options on that, or do a lot more credit spreads, or whatever. But there's one. And number two, you're not being taken out, but your company is being funded with massive amounts of capital at much higher prices per share, which could create a reverberation of even higher pricing. And the next thing you know, 15 to 20 to 25 to 30 is within 6 months in your future. You're writing options now. You're going to be asking me a simple question: what options should I write, Bruce, and how much should I ask for them, and how long should I write them for? What do you think? One-on-ones will be very necessary here. I'll be pumped for you. I'll be stoked. 3-4 times the price of the stock in the next 3 to 6 months. Yeah, you guys are going to be writing some serious options. You're going to be bringing in $5 premiums, $7 premiums on a stock you paid $7 for, $6 for. Your premiums are now that. Oh, that is making money. Yes, you Canadians out there who have a boatload of Sofi are going to have a brand new problem. The Christina Freeland capital gains tax problem, because you're going to make more than $250,000 on a return on your Sofi because you loaded up on this baby and it's about to hit 88 miles an hour. Well, what if this company is a takeover target starting 12 days from now? Thoughts? You think about that. You wonder upon. You ponder that. I think that some of you yesterday who scored cheap stock again by putting in stink bids scored yet again another lovely little return, and you're going to be very happy you made that move. But I know every one of you are going to say one day from now, I don't know what day it is, but one day from now, somewhere in the future, each and every one of you that own this stock and hold through all the trials and tribulations, you're going to say one day, I should have bought more. I had the chance for months to buy this stuff, and I was always putting it off, and there's always something else, and I swore I would buy more of it, and I never did. And now it's trading at this price, and boy, I could have had it at that price. Now it's trading at this price. Oh, I wish I'd have bought more when I had the chance. But that, you know what? That's what winners say all the time. So what can I say? It is what it is. Welcome to the party, everybody. Sofi, we will find out soon just what's going to happen the 29th of April, not far away. What else? NVIDIA 881, thank you very much, NVIDIA. The higher this stock goes today, tomorrow, the further put contracts crash. And isn't that a wonderful, wonderful thing to see? Put contracts crashing, especially this Friday's contracts that expire in 2 days. Boy, are we going to see ugly, ugly pricing. As of last night, I finally got my option chain to work on my big ass iPad. I noticed that the $600 strike contracts for April 19th, the 600s, they closed at, it looks like 3 cents, and they're 1 penny bid this morning. The 650s are right now 2 pennies bid. The 700s are 4 cents bid. The 750s are 10 cents bid this morning. And I'm assuming that this is an accurate quote. I could even be wrong on this, but yeah, 750s, a 10 cent bid, 770s, 13 cent bid. So if you did a 750, 730, a 750, 770 credit put spread, you did 10 of those, you brought in $250 a piece, $2,500. You would give back this morning $80 or $50 and close it out. You are in that position. 800s last night, last bid ask I'm looking at 45 cents for 800s, 810s 70 cents, 820s $1.14. They lost $2.91 yesterday. 830s lost almost $4 to close with a 191 bid. Those are 840s. Wow. Is that right? Yeah, 830s. 840s are 325 bid. 850s, even 850s were 5.25 bid, losing 672 yesterday. Each contract, $672 loss per contract. There are 18,446 puts out there for this Friday, $850 strike price. How much money was lost by the longs yesterday? When I talk about a $5 trillion turnover every Friday, just multiply these put contracts out and just see how much money they lost, let alone what they're still worth, and they are going down. Congratulations, credit spread riders. Put credit spread riders on NVIDIA. Congratulations, well done, and enjoy the spoils of your hard labor. They will drop even more today. The next trade to look into, of course, next Friday, the Friday after that, all the way to the 17th of May. Next series, and the third Friday of May, another one to look at. Other one to begin to set up your transactions. Well done, everybody. I'm excited. There you have it. Another fun day at the OK Corral, and Daddy ain't taking the T-Bird away here. I'll tell you that. What else we got happening here? We are 27 minutes away from the opening, and let's go here. We're looking at a 4-cent gain on Rocket Lab. We're up 4 on Sofi. GameStop up 4. Notice GameStop yesterday, $9.95 yesterday was the low trade, I think. And now 1042. Yeah, 995 was the low yesterday for what, a nanosecond. Now we're at 1042 in the pre-market, without even any fanfare. That's just a snapback rally. It's an oversold stock. What are we going to see here on this deal? Here's a headline that's just typical of the haters. GameStop stock analysis. GameStop profits mean nothing when your business is dying. And there is a naive analyst who actually doesn't understand the company. It actually does not understand the GameStop clientele. Doesn't get it. Absolutely got the blinders on, and right here all the way around, and is looking at the world as they think they see it, and they look at, oh well, Blockbuster, look what happened to Blockbuster in the 1980s, exploded, and by the 2000 Blockbuster was gone because people now sit on the comfort of their couch and they watch Netflix from a clicker. Yeah, that's how Hollywood went with their movies. That's their business model. Games, they've changed. They have changed. There are digital games. Absolutely. No question about that. Now, for 3 years now? Since 2021. Since I've been live. January 2021. Since I've been live every day. The call has been made that GameStop's days are numbered and that they're going to go out of business, and that they were going to be dead by June of 2021. They were going to be dead by December of 2021. By 2022, they were going to be out of business. By all of 23, they were going to go out of business. Now we're into April 2024, and they're still not out of business. Why is that? Well, what is ignored and what is to me, laziness and ignorance, where analysts are underqualified to be analysts. They don't do their homework. And a basic way to figure out how GameStop is going is just to walk your ass into a GameStop store. I mean, literally, walk your fat butt into a GameStop store the next time you're in a mall and just look around and have a little chat with a couple of those employees. Because what you're going to find about the employees of GameStop stores that you do not find about employees at most other retail outlets, and I don't want to sound in any way opinionated or worse. You talk to a majority of the people that work at GameStop, Yeah, you can talk to a kid that works part time and get the part time viewer's point of view. But if you really want to know what's going on, why don't you talk to a GameStop employee that's a manager of the store, an assistant manager of the store, these guys. What will you find? You'll find people who've been there 5 years, 8 years, 10 years. Managers of GameStop stores have been around a long time. In retail? Are you kidding me? You want to walk around a shopping mall? In any other retail store, national chain, I'm not talking mom and pop now. Don't compare mom and pop jewelry store to a national chain like GameStop. You compare apples to apples. So go into any of the women's fashion stores that have been around forever. Go to custom jewelry stores. Go to makeup centers. Where national type. How long have they been employed there? 2 years, a year, 3 years. Do they know what's going on corporately? No. Do they have a clue what's happening regionally? GameStop. You talk to a manager of a GameStop store, and you'll see someone who survived the pandemic. They worked all through that. They weren't let go. The employees of GameStop were not fired en masse due to COVID. The stores functioned through COVID, not discussed nowadays because it's ancient history. I get it. Fair enough. This company didn't go under when it was supposed to go under, and there are people who will admit to you, and you'll say to them, "What kind of customers do you get in here nowadays?" And they go, "Oh, we get all kinds. We get the 12-year-olds, 8, 10, 12-year-olds. We get the teenies, the 14 to 18-year-olds. We get those kids. We get the 18 to 25-year-olds, university, high school, university. We get the 25 to 35-year-olds. They've graduated university. They're still playing games. We get the 35 to 50-year-olds who have kids. They're 33 years old. They got a kid now. We get those guys. We get the 50 to 60-year-olds. They were coming in here to this store before I joined this store in the 80s and 90s, and now they're bringing in their grandkids. This is intergenerational, and there are gamers who absolutely refuse to go online. They only want to play games with the handheld disc. Why? They don't trust the online. They don't want to be hacked. They don't want breakdowns. They don't want things to just change overnight. Oh, we've changed our policy on downloading your game. Or your game has gone through a refresh and you have to pay an extra fee to get the refreshed game. They like the disc. They like the handheld. They like their handheld device, of course. They like their PlayStation, their machine, their box. They put 500 into it. They're not going to walk away from it. And they're more interested in upgrading their box and their device and getting the next game in hand. That is the difference between GameStop and Blockbuster. Blockbuster had no loyalty for all of us who are now my age. For again, those of you who are under 40, you don't know what it was like. You were children when Blockbuster was around. Okay, to be fair to you, it's not your fault. It's okay. Times have changed. Okay, but in the 80s, the video stores showed up, and they were mom and pops. Then they became Blockbuster type outfits, big outfits, and every grocery store started installing vending machines with VHS tapes and DVDs and all that crap. All that turned over. I remember Jen and I would go to our Blockbuster store on Friday night. We worked our butts off all week long, and we'd grab a bite to eat perhaps, get some groceries, and we'd stop off at Blockbuster on the way home, and we'd walk in there, and the first thing we wanted to see was this week's new releases. And the first thing we would see would be this week's new releases that were all sold out. And there were only so many hard copies of new releases available, because any Blockbuster store would have 15, 20, 25 brand new releases of these 5 movies that just came out this week or this Thursday, whatever day it was. And those would be the first ones gobbled up. And now we had to play what's your second choice? And this was the game we had to play every Friday night. What's your second choice? And we didn't like that game. After a while, it wasn't fun anymore. We'd come into Blockbuster and go, what can't we have now? And sometimes your movie would be available. There'd be one copy left, and you'd grab it and you'd walk around. But you'd want to buy 3 or 4 rentals, and you couldn't figure out the other 3. It took an hour, and at times we didn't have that much time. We have to hurry up and go. That was the pain of Blockbuster. We had no loyalty to the movie because we never would buy it. We would just rent it, and then we had to bring it back. Physically had to bring it back. Even with the drive-through, I had to get off my ass on Sunday night and get in the car at 7 o'clock in the evening. Jen would be putting Jen Jr. to bed, and I'd have to get in the damn car, drive to wherever that location was to drop off those damn DVDs and get back home. Hated it. Hated it. We're GameStoppers. GameStoppers go to their GameStop store and they're happy to be there. They love going to their GameStop store. What's new? There's all kinds of new hardware, all kinds of new stuff, new rumors, new games being talked about. Gamers all around who are not in a hurry to get in and out of there. It's not like you can't find the game you want. They're available. It's a different world. It's a different culture. It's a different everything. And these managers never leave. They stick around for years. And that's the difference between GameStop and the Blockbuster syndrome that everyone compares Blockbuster to. Dying business, not a dying business. Mr. Cohen has figured it out. I'll give him all the kudos because he's still there, even since 2020. He's still there, and he's being paid nothing to be the CEO of the company, and he's turned the company into a profit maker, despite all the talk about going out of business, despite the fact that they've shut down 1,000 stores, still making money. Now they're profitable. Cutting expenses left, right, and center to run this company as a lean and mean organization that it never had to do before. Fabulous work. The corporate jet is gone. The perks for corporate management gone. The high-end VPs and CEOs, CFOs, they're gone. They're gone. They don't pay that kind of money to these kinds of people. They're paying regular living wages to a lot of these folks, which means they can't attract the highest and most expensive CEOs. But do they really need a very expensive high-end CEO that runs multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical companies? No. You don't need that kind of guy. You don't need the kind of guy that has an army of lobbyists in Washington to promote the corporate game plan. Okay, we're not in the defense business, not in the pharmaceutical business, not in the tobacco business, not in the healthcare provider business, not in the automobile business, where you need armies of lobbyists in Washington to keep competition away from you because you're inefficient against the world's competition, and to make the public pay the top price for healthcare services in the world, and convince lobbyists, have the lobbyists convince politicians that this is the way to go for America. GameStop does games. They don't make them, they sell them. They trade them in, they resell them. They sell hardware. You don't need highfalutin lobbyists in Washington for any of the GameStop business at all. So you can run this thing lean and mean, and now they are. Now, the stock is 10 something a share. It's not being reflective of its value. I get it, but there is that wild card. And that wild card is that the company has $1.2 billion cash roughly available to it and more. And I believe that if Mr. Cohen wanted to acquire company blah, 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 and needed a couple of billion to do it above what he's got, I think he can get it like that. I think. My personal opinion. Now we'll have to see what's going on. I don't know. What's he doing with the $1.2 billion? I wish I could tell you. I would be yelling at you about what he's doing. I don't know. If you hear about it, you let me know. So again, at GameStop, hi everybody. Any of you out there, I am told there are people who are at GameStop who listen to me. There are people at GameStop headquarters that listen to Uncle Bruce. Believe it or not, they actually do. Maybe they're option writers. Maybe some of them are here in disguise. I don't know. I say, hello, GameStop. This channel loves you guys, but it's hard to love someone when there is no reciprocal anything. You don't take phone calls. You don't take questions you don't even have conference calls anymore. this is hard to take. This is hard to justify. Rather difficult. Anyway, there it is. Welcome all to the party. I'm glad you're all here. We'll just do what we can with what we've got. 884 on Nvidia, up $10 a share right now. Thank you very much. 728 on Sofi. Make it 729. Going for 730 here. We're about 9 cents on Sofi. Could Sofi be a takeover target? Could it happen? Could it happen? Could it happen? I'll tell you, my mom and pop, dad owned video store, best times of my life. They owned one. Yeah, I bet you, I know for a fact, in the late 70s, like 79, 80, until about 85, in that window, those 5, 6 years, there were a lot of mother and father entrepreneurial type stores that operated VHS rental services, tape rentals, and then DVDs, who made an absolute fortune. They made an absolute killing for year after year after year. Unfortunately, like the sports card business that I was involved with for a short period of time, it all died. And it all died for various reasons. And in the case of the sports card comic book business, it died because of overproduction. In the case of blockbusters and videos, it died because of Blockbuster first that came in and dominated, and then it blew up itself. That was then, this is now. Those are the 90s and 2000s. Here we are in 2024. GameStop is still alive in 2024. It had stores in 1990, and yet it's still here. How is that possible? How can a store be alive 35, 40 years later? How's that possible? When are they going to die? They're not going to die. They're not going to die. It's amazing. Every time I go to a GameStop, there's at least 10 people in there, says TJ. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And they're all ages. You'd think that the GameStop would only survive in college towns, towns with big universities. They live everywhere. They do well in Hollywood. They do well in every suburb of Los Angeles. They do well here in the desert. They're doing just fine. There's 5 of them here, 4 or 5 of them out here. There's demographics out here. Yeah, they do well in Phoenix, do Dallas, Houston, all of Florida, New York, Pennsylvania. They're doing very well. 4,000 plus stores. Yeah, there's something there. Anyway, there it is. It is what it is. Okay, everybody, thank you. We're opening in 11 minutes. Congratulations, those of you. If you want to quit your day job, and I'm serious, you seriously want to quit your day job, you want to then do this right here. You want to grab 5 classes for the price of 4, the classes that I put together, 17 of them now. They're available on my website. If you want to buy one at a time, here they are, stockmarkswithbruce.ca. They're $150 a shot. Small price to pay to learn how to make money on writing options. And you can use this for the rest of your life. So buy a class for $150 or 5 for the price of 4 here. Watch these classes, take all 17, buy all 17, and become an option writer. And you'll find that a number of you have figured out already, shockingly, that you watch me for a while. You take these classes, you start doing option writing, and you realize, if I were to write this many options instead of, just how many I'm doing so far, I could make more money than I get paid at work. There's a surprise. There are folks here who have no idea, and there are folks slowly coming in here who have had no clue that they actually have more money than they need to quit their day job. They don't have to work for their bosses anymore. They can just stay at home and do this. What they need is they need to take the 17 classes. They need to hang out with the gang on this channel who are commenting here all the time. They need to become a Gold Bagel member of this channel and be here for a few months to absorb this atmosphere of option writing. Jennifer said something to me really profound yesterday. She mentioned something to me. We've been the two of us have been reminiscing all week about our get together, our meet and greet we had last Saturday in Ontario, California, with about 15 of us, I guess, were there, and we both agreed that at the very beginning of the event at noon hour, people were trickling in, and they recognized me. They saw me, went, "Oh, there's Uncle Bruce. There he is," and they came right up, and I introduced them to Jennifer, and they were stunned. She's just exactly as he describes her, as he shows her in these photos. Jen, I mean, she just like this. It's unbelievable. They couldn't believe their eyes. I mean, they could not believe their eyes that Jen is Jen. This is what Jen looks like. It's unbelievable. Andy Jen. Anyway, at the beginning of the session, folks were going very quietly and very, very politely. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. And then the second person arrives, the third, the fourth, and now people are talking to people. And Jen was noticing as she's talking to folks and I'm talking to folks. After about 10 minutes, people are comparing notes about options. And you realize, oh, we're all option writers here. And now the option writers are talking option talk with each other. And Sofi talk, and GameStop talk, and NVIDIA talk, and everything else. But option writing, spreads, poor mind covered calls, cash secured puts, the whole thing, different brokerage firms stuff, just like the chat right here. And folks that were there, some who have been with me for years and others for months, gelled together very quickly. And that 50 long person table, 7 here, 7 or 8 on each side. Oh, we were loud. We were just gabbing away. Blah, blah, blah. And we were being interrupted by the waiters. We were being interrupted with food. Okay, put the food down. Now, let me talk to you about another drink. Oh, okay, I'll have another pop. Okay, back to this. And it was great. And if you're truly interested in quitting your day job, these 15 people here, this is a classic example of 15 people who will not be working much longer, if at all. Some have already left their employers. Others are realizing, oh, I will be out. There's no question I'm out. No question. It's advanced. It's sooner than I thought it would ever be. I had hopes and dreams that maybe, possibly, I could write enough options that someday in the future, I won't have to work anymore for somebody else. Or I can be retired in a much more comfortable setting. I can build my retirement amount, and I can then live not a barely getting by lifestyle. Halfway through that session, people are going, oh my God, this is way more exciting. And at the end of it, people couldn't wait for Monday morning. Everybody was just going, oh, this is great. This is so good to see people in person. Because this is the first time a lot of my viewers have ever met anyone else in person that's an option writer. They've never met another one before. They've only talked to them on emails. They've only talked to them on Discord. They've only talked to them here. They've never seen another option writer in the flesh. Now they all realize, well, some of us are overweight, some of us are very skinny, some of us are very young, some of us are very old, some of us are middle-aged, some of us have kids, some of us are married, some of us are singles. We're all unique, and yet everyone at the table had one common thing, and that was option writing, all through this channel. So if you truly want to become self-employed, you truly want to make a change, if that is your ultimate goal, for some of you it's not your ultimate goal, I understand that. For some of you, though, you really want to be a full-time option writer, asset administrator of your own assets. Many of you have found out very quickly that after being here a little while, the number you need to get to, the amount of capital you need to be managing, much lower than you ever thought it would have to be. And that is the big reveal for many of you. And this is why you're taking these classes here and you're hanging out with this group and you're Discording and doing email chatting and whatnot. You're figuring out how fast it can be that you can be out, and that you can be out from underneath the death cycle of being employed at a firm that views you as a liability. Many of you have had that reality hit you in the last couple of years, or friends of yours, relatives of yours have found out that you're not an asset to the corporation. You're a liability to the corporation. You cost the company money, and the company is dying to get rid of you, and your entire department, the entire division that you're in is a money drainer. They want to get rid of you guys. They'd rather replace you with a contract worker. They'd rather replace you with a firm that is based in India that can provide the services that you can provide at 1/10 the price. You are expendable. And some of you figured that out in time. Others don't figure it out in time. You get dumped, and now you have to find another gig. Some of you get lucky. You get kicked out because of all the years you've been there. You are walking out with a severance. You're walking out with your 401k, and you realize if you're here for a while, I have more. That I own more assets and control more assets than I need. I don't have to go back to work. I don't have to go get a day job anymore. I can just do this now. How fast can I watch these classes? And that's what I recommend so urgently to you. If you truly want to make it as an option writer, you got to be familiar with what we're talking about here. Here's a way to get 5 classes for the price of 4. Start with the first 5, then take the next 5. Buy 15 at a time if you want. Up to you. Your speed, your budget, your time. What I'll tell you is what pretty well everyone here has done. Pretty well almost all of these, especially the members. If you're a Gold Bagel member, you know what I'm talking about. People were writing options while they're taking the classes at the same time. It's earn while you learn. And that is the big reveal for all of you out there to think about. Thank you for joining me today. We open in about 2 minutes, and thank you all for popping in through here. And Sharon, there was no traveling show on Monday. I was going to like it after the fact. What can I say? Yes, wasn't feeling too well Monday night. Rather tired, so I took the week off and giving my all here and keeping it going. But thank you, Sharon, for number 114, and thank you for asking. Pardon me 1 minute before I get started. Notice that fan up there? It's just sitting there. Why am I so hot here? Why am I warm? Wonder what is the problem here? Why am I not feeling a little bit of air coming in here? Gosh, could it be the fact that the ceiling fan is not on? Is that the thing? Is that it, Bruce? Geez. Unbelievable. That's my fault. It's me. It is what it is. We're opening in a minute. Thank you all so much for being here. And I'm working on it, Sharon. I'm definitely better, but I was pretty bagged on Monday. It was pretty bad. I needed that extra time and got an extra bunch of sleep. Anyway, welcome all to the show. Set Us Free Larry asks Alberto. Thank you all for popping through here. Thank you for the thumbs ups. If you've been hitting the thumbs up button out there, if you can find it, please nail it. Thank you all very, very much. I appreciate you. Let me know how you're doing in your options. Hopefully you're cashing in today on some nice profits. The hope I have is that many of you are noticing that the contracts you were into, credit spreads, are worth nothing or virtually nothing now, and you could move into the next series and leave the pennies behind and go after dollars. Larry Titus, thank you for hitting the bells. The start has started. The beginning of the beginning, we're here. Thank you all for coming through and saying hi. NVIDIA's up $14. 874 last I saw, I believe. I might no, we were 874 last night. Pardon me. We're at 884 right now. We're up $10. We've been having a good morning here. Thank you, everyone. Here we go. Larry, please. Larry, them bells. Neat. No wrench for you guys. Welcome. When you have $1 million, it's easy to sell options and make crazy premiums. Yes, it's true. When you have 100,000, it's easy to bring in premiums. When you have 50,000, you pretty well have enough money to be self-employed. You can quit your day job if you know how to manage $50,000 in option trades, especially spreads. Believe it or not, it doesn't take $1 million or $2 million or $5 million to do this. Do not be fooled out there. That is not to be worried about. A number of folks tell me, they say to me, Bruce, before I found you, I was watching all kinds of other people out there, and I was searching for the holy grail of, what should I do with myself? And, I in some cases, some folks around here decided to, try a course here, a course there. I know that Alberto has mentioned it. Alberto has mentioned that he took a course, how to be a good trader, and it cost him a fortune, and he found it was an absolute waste of money. Some of you out there have gone out there and have tried to find the answer to success. About this and that and the other thing. And some of you were happy with what you learned, but many of you were left hanging. You just didn't get the full result that you wanted. You didn't get the answer you were seeking, and then you ended up here. And some of you found a lot of information that you never found elsewhere. I commend you for coming in. I'm happy for you, and I'm certainly hoping that we can that we here are able to help you. Help you find success in your trading and in your lives. I think option writing is definitely a way to go. Look, the Dow's up 136, S&P up 24, NASDAQ up 78, oil down $1.04 right now a barrel. That's where we are right now. Welcome all to the program. And let's see what happens here. Lurker, we'll see everybody tonight. Rock and roll. Don't forget, that's right, Wednesday night. If you're a Gold Bagel member of this channel, 7 o'clock Eastern, Primetime Live with Uncle Bruce. We'll be here. Come and join us tonight. If you're not a Gold Bagel member, you're a regular member, you can upgrade to a Gold Bagel, and it'll just cost you a prorated amount for the rest of the month. And for those of you who've never been a member before, you're just a lurker, subscribe to the channel and then become a Gold Bagel member and join us tonight. And join us every day at 8 o'clock Eastern, half an hour before this show starts, for the Trade Alert show. And away we go. And if you're a Gold Bagel member, let me know you'd like to become a member of the Discord channel. Become a Gold Bagel member and send me an email saying, Uncle Bruce, I'd like to join Discord. Can you send me the proper links and we'll get you set up. Right on. Alberto, here we go. I paid, or should I say, I gave away $5,000. I left more confused. Your classes and one-on-ones is what has set me free, cheap and in plain English. Right on, pal. We made some significant progress with Alberto very quickly. The thing too is, you can pay these kinds of dollars to others for advisory, whatever. To spend $5,000 with me. You took all of my classes at full price. What are you gonna drop? $2,500, $150 a class times 17, and then that leaves you $2,500 left over. That's 6 one-on-ones. That's 6 hours with me, and that's assuming we do 1 hour one-on-ones. They generally go longer than that. So yeah, 6 hours of one-on-ones, 17 classes. Or go to an afternoon seminar on how to learn how to be a market guy for $5,000. Good luck with that. Wow. Anyway, I do the best I can. Thank you, everybody, for letting everyone know. Like and subscribe to this YouTuber. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Away we go. What else is going on? This is not a drill. Buy Uncle Bruce's classes, says Lame Duck. There you go. To each their own. Make money. Rock and roll. Welcome, everyone, to the show. We are open 729 on Sofi, it would appear. I've got the Dow right now about 113 to the positive here. I'm just going to check a few more things here. Get my iPad fired up and cleaned up and wired up. Okay, we're up $1 on Adobe. We're up 8.30 on NVIDIA. We're up 8 cents on SoFi. We're up 12 cents on GameStop, back to 10.50 now. Rocket Lab is up 5.5 cents to 361. AI is up 19 to 2069. So it's green on my little screen at the moment on some of these. The S&P is up 20 points. NASDAQ's up 75. And the winner of the market, the biggest gainer, looks to be NASDAQ, a 0.5 percentage point. S&P up 0.42. The Dow up 1/3 of a point. Pretty close. Oil down $1.14. 114 a barrel lower at the moment on the oil market. Now, that's a good thing. Very good thing. Okay. Anyway, there you go from there. What else? Tim Kaufman. Hi, Uncle Bruce. I've been chilling with you for 34 days. You helped me pay off my kitchen remodel. Cherry cabinets don't grow on trees. Well, way to go, man. This is great. I'm stoked about this in such a short period of time. Brian, I was actually looking at cash secured puts on Sofi for only a month out, and there's some good money there, more than some of the other stocks, because you can get more contracts, interestingly. Berto Spirit, I will continue to donate to Uncle Bruce and the VA foundations. My wives get all of me. Right on. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the show. We have an 883 NVIDIA market, 883.52. So those put contracts are crapping out. SoFi up 12 now, 732. Early volume on SoFi, 1.3 million in 7 minutes. Quiet, but we're up again. GameStop up 20 cents now, 10.57 is where I think we're at right now. And if I'm not mistaken, a volume 148,000 at the moment. That's what we got going on. Spire's up a quarter. The Uber up 88 cents. Apple's up $1. Tesla down 78 cents. Enphase up 83. AMD down 64. Netflix up 81. We've got Unity up 27. Google up 199. Moderna up 36. Cisco up 19. Pfizer down 8 cents. Microsoft up 347 this morning. The Donald Trump stock, DJT, is up 22 cents at 23.06. Nothing but carnage over there. IBM down a dime. HPQ up 38. Owens Corning up 90. Amazon is up $1.06. Home Depot down 11. Vanik Semiconductors up 85 cents. Goldman Sachs up 5.93. Good news for banks. Boeing down 57 cents. Facebook up 24 at 500 a share. Target up 350. JP Morgan up 28. Costco up 5.59. Walmart up 50 cents. Disney up 6. American Airlines up 49 cents to 13.52. AMC up 24 cents this morning, 2.96. DraftKings up 51. Royal Caribbean up 2.93. There's a lot of green out there right now. Not a lot of red. Very, very interesting run so far. Thank you all. Cisco, Savage Wall Street, is working on some wonderful stuff on AI, folks. That's all I can say personally. I'm going to take a position on Cisco. There you go. Let's go. White Feather, take the classes if you're interested in options. Folks, you really will know how this game will work. Alberto, since Uncle Bruce, I've been able to compound a little over 6,500 shares of Tesla. I've paid for maybe 2,000 of those shares. My average less than $46. Am I doing this right? I need another wife. JR, too bad there are no options on DJT. Would be a great opportunity to short the heck out of that. Just give it time. They'll be there. Anyway, Flair and Alberto having a wonderful time talking to each other here. We're up 170 on the Dow. Adobe now up 236 at 478.58. 881 on NVIDIA, 732 gain now. The high on NVIDIA today has been 887 already. We're at 882 roughly right now, just about 882. The Dow 170 gain now, climbing here. 21 on S&P, 77 on the Dow. All three of these indexes are up approximately half a percentage point across the board. That's looking good. Oil down $1.06. All right. Congrats and way to go, everybody. Brian, oh yay, GameStop back above my exercise price on my cash secured put. I knew she'd come back. Fold your arms, people. Diamond, Parker, Brian, you just have to believe. There you go, right now. GameStop 10.58, up 21. SoFi 7.28, up 8 at this moment in time. Rocket Lab is now up 7 cents, 363, 300,000 traded so far on Rocket Lab. AI up 24. Spire Global up 18. The Spiders are up 194. The Qs are up 124. Uber up 17. Apple up 81. We got a lot of green here. Tesla is one of the red stocks, down 155. Enphase up 20 cents. AMD's down 91. Netflix down $1.13. Matterport is up. SmartRent is up. ATIP is up. Unity up a dime. Google up $2. Moderna down 28 cents at 103.51. Cisco is higher by 24 cents to 48.16. Pfizer at 25.45. A bargain down here, down 24 cents on Pfizer. Unbelievable. They report May 1, but they've done some write-offs, so there you go. Microsoft up 390 at 418.48. We're looking at IBM up 30, HPQ up 32, Owens Corning up 122. The Amazon shares are up 64. We've got Goldman Sachs up 660 now. Meta up 6 cents. Target up 334. JP Morgan up 81. Costco up 625 to 722. So that is where we're at here. Welcome all to the show. Welcome all to the party. Great to have you with us this morning. We've got a green start here on this session. Alrighty, what else? Continuing forward, here we go. There we are. Yeah, 160 gain on the Dow. All right, moving on. What else? Let's see. What else? What else here? Too many comments going on here. Time to make that dinero, says Alberto. Wish you all a great day. Going into lurker status, Uncle Bruce, you are the GOAT. Thank you, Alberto. You have a great day, buddy. Let's see. All right. Looking okay. Oil still down 96 cents a barrel. We're trying to hold 84 cents right now. $84 up. I mean, the VIX index down 58 cents, down to 1782. That's looking good. The VIX is definitely backing off. Very good. 190 gain on the Dow. We just popped up 190 now. Took a shot higher. Here we're up half a point right now on the Dow Jones average. Okay. Thank you all for coming through. We have a thumbs up meter. The last time I saw thumbs ups were about 110, 120. We got 142 now. Thank you for 142 on the thumbs up meter, guys. Keep those coming in if you can. We appreciate that. And those of you looking for a one-on-one with me, I'll get back after the show. We'll let you know what's going on out there. What's happening here? Yeah, 10.55 on GameStop. High today, 10.59. We're up 18 right now on GameStop. 10.56 now, up 19 cents. 7 cent gain on Sofi. 7.30 gain on NVIDIA. 2.70 on Adobe. Got some green going across there. Question of the day. Will Sofi become a takeover target right after their second quarter earnings here? Well, I should say their first quarter earnings will be released on the 29th of April, but it's the second consecutive quarter of earnings. And if they exceed their projections nicely, would the company suddenly become a takeover target because they are so far further down the road than people may have thought? And that could speed up speculation on maybe someone moving in on this thing. No one owns 60% of this company. Right for a takeover. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I just don't know. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, my current average on SoFi, 679. I just wrote 7 cash secured puts, 1 month expiry, 50 cents. What a deal. Wow. Zeta State, I bought AI for 45 and I own 200. I've been writing covered calls off the losses. I'm ready to write 2 covered calls. What would you suggest on AI? Well, we're at 2068 right now on the market, up 17 cents. You might want to look at 22s several months out. Can you get like $3, $4? Can you get like $5 premium on AIs, 22s, 23s for 6 months out? Can you bring in that kind of cash? I don't have this thing in front of me. Check it out. Bring in some money. I may say, please assign me, says Beach Boy. Yeah, assign me at 7. I'll take the stock at 650. Give it to me at 650. I'll take it off your hands. Thank you very much. 728 on SoFi. Giddy up. 880 on NVIDIA right here. The high of the day, 887 is the high of the day. Al White Feather. With all of Alberto's wife talk, I need a drink. See you all tonight. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you, my friend. We'll see you tonight on the Prime Time Show, 7 o'clock Eastern. For those of you who have never been there before, we have a hangout show every Wednesday night, Prime Time with Uncle Bruce, where since the markets are closed, you can ask me anything you want. We go over different things. It's a great way to keep up with me and for me to keep up with you. If you're a Gold Bagel member, tonight's show is for you, for sure. So join in, become a Gold Bagel member, and come and see us. I'd love to have you. Can you imagine if Robinhood and SoFi were to merge? I don't know why SoFi would want to bother. The amount of legals that Robinhood is paying for, ridiculous. They will never. There's years of litigation there. You don't want to go anywhere near these guys. No, thank you. Ernie, a first time live. Been chilling for 2 weeks. with Uncle Bruce. Learning a lot here. Welcome, Ernie. Been holding Sofi since the SPAC days, and averaged down to $6.93 a share now. Just wrote and sold my first puts, $7 last week. Well done. Welcome to the party, Ernie. I'm glad you're here. You're learning a lot. I am sure that you're here every day now. Savage Wall Street, 2250 strike off for AI. Jan 25s, they're giving you 420 right now. I'd write that. There's some advice from a guy who knows what he's doing. Zed, check that out. Bobby, AI June 25 went for 166 each a few days ago. Brian, Ernie, nice work. Welcome to the club. Rock and roll. Ernie, you'll find friends here. Nice to have you in this house. If you can join us tonight, prime time, please do so if you're a Gold Bagel member. Love to have you come by. Thank you all. Welcome to the party, pal, says Savage of Wall Street. Yeah, that's right, baby. Welcome to the party, pal. Here we are, our friends, welcoming you into the party. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Don't let Strickland catch you in the hallway, folks. Hit that thumbs up button, please. Don't let this guy catch you. He'll give you a pink slip each and every time. Even this doofus knows. Don't let Strickland mess with your head. Don't do it. Don't do it. Make like a tree and leave. There you go. All right. Oh, yes. Welcome. Let's see what else is going on here. Welcome, Ernie from Parker. Tom, number 149, thumbs up. Tom, I've been a member for 2 months now. Rock and roll, Tom. Glad to see you're in here. Many of you who have been joining lately. Gold Bagel level is the level for Tom. Appreciate that. All the love to you, buddy, and your family. And best wishes to just make nothing but money in the option writing business. Nice to have you here with us. Fantastic. Get richer, get richer, get richer. Indeed, just get richer. Absolutely. Welcome all. Thank you for letting me know how long you've been a member of this channel. Just hit the $ down below, and there's an option feature there. I think lets you tell the world how long you've been here and want to send me a message. You can do that too. Thank you all. 195 gain on the Dow Jones. We're pushing for 200 here. Yeah, looks like 200 points higher. We're up 21 on S&P, and we're up 58 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ a third of a point higher. S&P 0.42. The Dow up a half a point higher. So the Dow now is leading this market. Interesting. Welcome all to this program. Adobe up 295 a share now. 295 on Adobe. NVIDIA, looks like we're negative on this thing. 873. A little dip has come through here since about 5 minutes into the show. We got up to 887 a share, and we've run into a sell weight. I don't know what's going on. It varies. We know the volatility of this company. Without question, we know the volatility of NVIDIA. Let's see what's going on. I don't know if there's any news on it. I don't see any news on it, so I have nothing I can tell you. We're down 67 cents, down 90 cents at 873.25. Don't know. That's the story. I'm sticking to it. 206-point gain on the Dow as we climb higher. We are seeing the 10 and 30-year Treasury notes. The yields are dropping. That's a good sign. Even though Powell indicated a more hawkish tone on interest rates. And we're now only down 60 cents on the video. We might have bottomed out here temporarily. I don't know. We're up a dime on SoFi, 730 now. SoFi volume is now a 2.5 million. That's kind of quiet. And we have GameStop at 1049 up 12. We hit 1059 already. 234,000 traded. Waiting for GameStop to talk. Rocket Lab up 8. AI up 20 at this point. Uber up 3. Apple holding a $1 gain right now. Tesla down 160. We've got Unity up 21. Google up 220 now. Google's climbing. Moderna went green, up 33. Cisco is 31 higher. Microsoft up 336, looking okay. IBM up 71. Let's see here. Home Depot is green, up 65 cents. Amazon up 68 now. Goldman up 940, getting stronger. Facebook down $3, 496.71. Target up 350. Costco up 560 now, and Royal Caribbean 129 up $2. There you go. Those are some of the stories right now that I am following. Thank you all for all of you being here and hanging out. Nice to see you. We're watching contracts die off that are dying day after tomorrow. Tons of carnage, even with some stocks going up and down. We've got carnage on puts. I am pretty sure about that. Noticing here that put contracts for Friday expiry on NVIDIA are really getting hammered. The 750s are down to 11 bid. The $8 contracts are 30 cents bid. The 800s, the 850s are now 330 bid. They are down another $2 from yesterday's close. The 855s are down 235. The 860s are down 270. They're down to 535 now, 525. 825s are 93 cent bid. 810s are 45 cents, trading at 48. Yes, sir. These put credit spreads are completely shrinking out for a number of the viewers here. Congratulations, all of you, on a job well done. All right. Savage of Wall Street. Okay, folks, time to go slave for the man today. I'll be catching y'all later today on Primetime. Have a good trade swallowings. Brian Unger's, I am getting about $7,300 US in tax returns this year, so not bad at all. I'm thinking of selling cash secured puts on Sofi May 17, 24. $8 strike for 111 each. That's about 9 contracts, so $1,000 in my pocket for a month. Well, as long as the shares break $8 between now and May 17, these are worthless. You keep the $1,000. Not bad return on your dough, I would say. That's not too shabby at all. Not a bad month. Yeah, indeed. Congrats. Yes, sir. And if the shares break 8 and go higher and these crap out to 20, 30 cents, you might buy them back and go into $9 or $10 cash secured puts and just take in more money and do it again and again and again. Absolutely. Taking premium is the name of the game here. Definitely well done. We're up 203 now on the index for the Dow Jones. At the moment, welcome to the party, pal. Nice to see you all here. Thank you for joining us. There we go. We've got NVIDIA down $5.40 a share right now, so a little bit of selling coming in. Again, this is typical for NVIDIA. We know this game. $20, $30 swings can happen intraday. I don't know if we're going to get that today, but we're off 540. We're up 99 on Adobe. SoFi now at 730, up 11. 16-cent gain on GameStop. Rocket Lab, a 9.5-cent gain right now. AI up 23 cents. Right on, guys. Well done. Enjoy the party. Uber down a nickel. Apple up 51. And so some of these stocks are backing off, yet the Dow holding a 200-point gain. Rather interesting how the big index is faring along nicely. That's where the big money is coming in at the moment. But NASDAQ still up 36 and S&P up 18. They're still gaining as well. Well, we'll see just what's going to happen here on this here market. Let's take a peek right now at perhaps some other headlines here. Let's move forward to here and looking at developments elsewhere. Here we go. Tesla shareholders are going to vote on this Musk pay package. Remember that pay package that was defeated in a Delaware court, something like that? The company is seeking a vote for a $55.8 billion pay package for Elon Musk, as well as an approval to incorporate in Texas away from Delaware. They want to go to the more friendly business state, they feel, Texas. Interesting. And let's see here. Let's see what else is going on here. Boeing quality complaints mount as another whistleblower comes forward. That just won't stop. Let's see what's going on here. VW workers vote on unionizing Tennessee plant in the latest UAW push. Of course, the UAW can point at the contracts that were awarded from Ford, Chrysler, and GM and say to the VW workers, did you get these kinds of raises that we were able to get? You might want to become part of our union. And if you do, we're even stronger as a group going forward. That wouldn't be a bad move for VW workers, perhaps. Time will tell. What else is going on here? Any other thing? Did you read that story about the number one draft pick for the female basketball, the women's basketball league? Caitlin Clark, she's getting paid $76,000 in salary. That is what she's going to get paid her first year as a professional basketball player. Now, don't feel too sorry for her. She's also getting a ton of other bonus payments and sponsorships, and so she'll be a multimillionaire in no time. But that league, that is a huge boost for the league, though. So that's going to be interesting to see what's going on. It wouldn't be surprising that down the road, the WNBA people will say, the moment that she was hired, that she became part of our league, was the moment, just like Tiger Woods changed everything in golf for every other golfer, she will change everything for every other basketball player in the women's league, because you can imagine the television rights for women's professional basketball has soared unbelievably high going forward, and that is going to increase payrolls for each of these clubs dramatically. It should be a most interesting thing to watch for. Anyway, we'll see what's going on. What else is happening out there? Man, what else? Other headlines out there. I'm just checking right now quickly. And okay, nothing much there. Stocks in the news today. United Airlines, Travelers, JB Hunt, Autodesk, Eli Lilly, ASML, Akola, and more. There are others. Abbott Labs stock is slipping after their earnings beat. NVIDIA stock shrugs off challenge from Intel AI chips. That's an article in Barron's right now. The story goes, stock has risen from recent lows of 830. One driver for NVIDIA is its H20 chip, which is specifically configured for the Chinese market to meet U.S. restrictions on exports. Analysts at KeyBank recently forecast that it could contribute between $9 billion and $12 billion in incremental revenue this year. However, NVIDIA is soon to face increased competition in China. Intel also intends to release 2 AI chips with reduced capabilities for the Chinese market, scheduled for launch in June and September, respectively. Reuters reported on Tuesday, citing a white paper on the company's website. There's that story. We'll see how that plays out as time goes by. All right, everybody. NVIDIA back to 871. That is not much of a down dip here. We're down 250 on NVIDIA. Looks like NVIDIA is improving again. The low 867.60. We're coming back a little bit right now. Alrighty, there you go. In the currency market right now, the U.S. dollar is gaining on the euro and gaining on the pound, but is falling against the Canadian dollar. Maybe I don't know why. It just is. It adjusts. It does what it does. Thank you, Wall Street Journal. There it is. Welcome all to the party today. Alrighty. Let's see. Any comments I need to worry about here? Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, up. Here we go. Brian, with this tax return and my line of credit, I think by summer, if I play everything correctly, I should be looking at $4,000 a month in options contracts. Having my wife not have to work is in reach. This is huge. Options premium. Sorry, my fingers are excited. This is awesome, man. This is great. Tom Kaufman, is it time to do a cash secured spread? A cash secured spread on Tesla. I don't know if that's what you want to do. Susan Shops, would it be crazy to write NVIDIA put credit spread for Friday's April 19, 800 to 825 for a credit of $1.26? So this would be a day after tomorrow expiry. 800 to 825. I wouldn't rule that to be crazy at all. I'd take a look at that. You might be out of that trade by tomorrow morning. If you're down to a 20-cent spread by tomorrow morning, you take the dollar and you move on. But if you're on it, which I know you are, you're on top of this market. Fair enough. You're obviously $45 behind the market to $70 behind the market with 2 days to go rather than a month. So, yeah. So take a look at that and see if you can grab that credit. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. 870.72 is the stock price on NVIDIA at the moment, everybody. Thank you all for joining me. We're up 138 on the Dow. We got up to 200 and something. 200 and a little. We're watching the Dow here on 138, 140 for a gain. 14 points on the S&P, 16-point gain on NASDAQ. That's a tenth of a point on NASDAQ, quarter point on S&P, a third of a point on the Dow. And NVIDIA is at 870, 868. That spread might be getting even bigger right now. So you might find that you can get more than 126 on it. I don't know. It depends. Sofi 730 up a dime. GameStop 1050 up 13, and Rocket Lab up 5.5. Holding most of these gains right now. That seems to be the story here. Traveler stock suffers biggest sell-off in 4 years after profits miss. And they've got their worst day in 4 years, they say. Large cryptocurrencies are falling as Chainlink declines. Again, I don't know anything about crypto. I don't really know the players. I don't want to know the players. I just avoid this area and it's out. I don't follow the gold mines. I don't follow silver. So I can't help you with thoughts on those types of stocks. But if you want to get some serious money into your hands on a consistent basis, you want to become an option writer. And to become an option writer, you're going to learn how to do credit spreads. You're going to learn how to do poor man covered calls. You're going to learn how to do cash secured puts. But you don't have to learn it all in one day, because you can't. You can't learn it in one day. It's going to take you several months to get a handle on some of this stuff. The classes are available for you. There's 17 of them. Consider them a stay-at-home college class. Kind of class that you watch maybe one or two a week at your leisure and rewatch from time to time, and grab 5 for the price of 4 until the end of the month, and become a smarter option writer while you write options. So to make $600, to clear $600 on options, Susan Shops About here is talking about 126 credit on a credit spread, put credit spreads on NVIDIA that died in 2 days. If she writes 5 of those, she does 5 of them for $1.26 credit, she brings in $630 profit in 48 hours. That covers all of these classes right there. Just 5 of them right there. Can be done. Does she need to use hundreds of thousands of dollars to play an NVIDIA credit spread? No. These are $25 credit spreads. This is $12,500 for 2 days to be put out there to take this in. Smart. It's called making money. Can't complain about that. And that's $600 towards a full-time salary. 2 days, that's $300 a day. That's what that is. Writing 5 of them, that's $600 towards your monthly salary. That's 2 days of the month right there. You can write 10 of them, bringing in $1,200 in 2 days. $600 a day. Thank you very much. Thank you, NVIDIA. Appreciate it. Thank you, gamblers. Maybe you mean a put spread. Maybe Brian is asking. Okay, I don't think there is a cash credit spread. Maybe you mean a put spread, says JR. Okay, Susan, I never thought to write these spreads with 2 days to go to expiry. I never thought to do this, ever. Brian, Susan, that sounds pretty good. You are out of the money $40. So 2 days, $40. Write that and scoop them up for 10, 15, 20 cents when they hit that tomorrow, perhaps. Yeah, it's something to watch. Anyway, there you go, Brian. If it stays out at this price tomorrow, you could be up 50% or more. I'm with Brian on that, or more, much more. Yeah. Well, again, it's your tolerance level, folks. Like I said, I would be delighted if I'm reading comments from you that say I've written 760s and 780s that die next Friday or the Friday after that. I've written a bunch of those. I've written 775s and 750s, or I've done like 770s and 740s for next week, the week after. There's some money in them there hills on NVIDIA. We all are aware of this. It's not $1 million a trade, but you know what? $1,000 here, $500 there. 1,500 every week or so. Hey, that's a day job. Okay, that's 6,000 a month, 1,500 a week. That is that's a check replacer. That's what that is. That replaces a paycheck very quickly around here. And you're still not dealing with hundreds of thousands of dollars at risk at all. That's the other thing. Oh my God, I'm filled, Bruce. Got it filled. 153. Wow. Sending kisses to all. Everyone, check it out. There you go. 153 credit spread on that deal. Right there on the 800 and 825 contract that dies day after tomorrow. So this contract has a little over 48 hours to live. 2.5 days, 2 3/4 days. And the question is, if NVIDIA today reverses and goes to 880 again, 885 tonight, this afternoon, what does this contract, what do they do already? Tomorrow, if we're at 860 to 870 all day tomorrow, those contracts will die dramatically a lot further. Let's see what happens. Let me pop up this trade. I'm curious to see here what we're looking at. NVIDIA, there we go. Let me pop that up right there. And we're right now 866.92 at the moment. The low today, 865. Here we go with the contracts that die tomorrow. 800 and 825. So let's take a look together. The 800s, I was looking at them. These are 10-minute old quotes. So 49 to 52. And the 825s, 171 to 177. This is a 10 minutes ago, obviously. And we're dealing here. We were at that point, $1.20 something. And the question is, did the 825s pop a little bit to give a bigger spread? Must have. Thank you very much. There are 8,012 $825 puts out there, and there are 19,800 $800 puts out there. We've already had 3,000 volume on the 800s, and on the 825s, we were at 1894 volume. Again, this is a while ago. This is 10 minutes back. So you have to give me some slack. I don't have live quotes on my system. I don't trade, as you know. You guys trade, as you know. So there you go. Very, very interesting. Phil with a 153 credit. Congrats, Susan. Susan Shops. Oh, yes, I'm out as soon as possible. If I can do this, anyone can do this, but you can't do it alone. You need Bruce, Jen, and the whole gang here. And Hector says, Susan, well done. There you go. Welcome all to the show. 865.69 on NVIDIA. Even if the shares come down, these contracts are out of the money, minimum $40 to $65 a piece. They are out of the money with hours left to live, 2.5 days. So as each hour goes by, these contracts are losing value. There's no getting around it. They are going to get whacked. The 52-cent call puts at 800 and the 136 or one whatever the 175s or higher 825s are going to get hit. They've already they're up 17 cents last I saw for 825s, and the 800s are up 6 cents. The stock is right now down $10 at 863. So we'll see how little these puts actually move as we go through these trading gyrations on NVIDIA. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, everybody, welcome to the party, pals. and welcome to the show this morning. JR, I just wrote on April 19 expiry, 157.5 cash secured put on Tesla. I'm going to get me another 100 shares for 152 on Friday. Booyah! That should bring my average down nicely. An interesting move there to write the Tesla cash secured put. The stock's 154, and JR is writing 157.5. So he's daring the market to take him on. Interesting trade there. Let's just take a peek right here at these contracts. Here we go. Tesla and the stock 154.08, and we've got the puts sitting at right now. Am I getting accurate quotes? I don't know. Hang on just one second. What am I doing here? Going back to that comment. What did you write? 157.50s. Okay, I have to go over here. There we go. Over to there. Don't mind me, folks. I am running here on a few other things. There we go. There we go. Welcome all to the show. Welcome all to the party this morning. Here we go. Tesla, TSLA. Boom. And select an option. Well, you're looking at April 19, 157.50s. What were those going for? 420 to 422 is what they were showing. So 153.30 would be the price that JR would be paying if he were exercised. 153.30. So he wrote obviously for a higher price than that because he's looking at a 152 buy on that. I pulled in 450 on that thing. Rock and roll, pal. Rock and roll. Got me another 100. Interesting stuff, sir. Very interesting. All right. Let's go further here. We're up 61 on the Dow right now. NVIDIA 863.04 down 11. The low of the day on NVIDIA 861.40. We're at 864 now. We just jumped $3 from the low of the day here, just like that. Getting interesting. And take me out, says JR. Just take me out. Just give me this. I'll buy this stuff. I'll take it. All right. Isn't that 153 though? It's not 152. 157s are what you wrote. You got 450. Isn't that 153 a share, not 152 a share? Still a good deal. Way to go, man. All right, 154.14 is where we are right now. Had down 297 on the session at the moment. Welcome to the party, everybody. We're all watching a whole bunch of stuff right now. NVIDIA 864.21, 864.79. We're just jumping around like crazy on NVIDIA, as we figured it would be. We got Rocket Lab up 4, SoFi up 8, GameStop up 9, Matterport up 1.4 cents, and we have Apple up 79, Goldman up 6.20, Cisco up 8 cents. Tesla down 3.19 at 153.91. We've got Microsoft up 54 cents. We have Google up 174. Amazon up 21. Nvidia 864 now on Nvidia. 864 a share on Nvidia. Unity up 6. Adobe up 55 cents to 476 now. 476.70. What else we got going on here? Palantir down 30, Uber down $1 at the moment. I'll say some are up, some are down right here. Okay. What's going on? All right. Tim Cook is in Indonesia. The visit by the Apple CEO is all about China. Okay. Lots going on, folks. Lots going on. JR 157 minus 4. Oh yeah, 153. Head math not turned on today. Bagel Babe. Oh, hi, Uncle Bruce. Hello, Bagel Babe. Welcome to the show. Hope you're making money on those options out there. We're up 39 on the down. Adobe still up 8 cents, but coming back. NVIDIA 862.50 again, a little pullback. Again, 863.20, a little jump up. There you go. SoFi 728 up 8, GameStop 1046 up 9, Rocket Lab up 4.5, AI down 2 cents at 2048. Giddy up, everybody. Apple up 88 cents. Tesla down 326 to 153.85. Interesting stuff. Stephen Butler, I am number 170 on your thumbs up meter today. Thank you, everybody. We're 30 away from 200 thumbs ups. If you're able to hit that thumbs up button for us, give us a bit of forward momentum on that. I would appreciate it. Thank you all. 30 away from 200. Alrighty. 58-point gain, 66 on the Dow. As we are jumping all over the place, NVIDIA 864.80. We're pushing 865 again on NVIDIA. We are really running around here. A lot to follow here. A lot. Very, very interesting developments, to say the least. All right. Let's see here. There we go. Boom. All right. Okay, and we've got let's take a look here on NVIDIA right now. The last I have on the 800s, 51.53 on the 825s, 179, 182. So last I am showing on those. NVIDIA shares 863.56, 863.75. Adobe up 68 cents now. 10-cent gain on GameStop at the moment. So we're seeing a lot of movement here, obviously, as this market rattles about. Okay, thank you all for joining us. David Duff, good morning to all. Me, Susan Shops. Well, now those put spreads are 178 with the stock at 863. Can I write a few more on this spread? Can you dollar cost? Of course you can. Yeah, of course you can. You can anytime you want. You can add more, take some off anytime. Of course. Market just can't decide what to do today, says JR. Susan, yes, just because you've, any of you out there, you've done credit spreads and you brought in a credit spread and an hour later, day later, you can add more to the position you've done and get a bigger credit, write more, produce more. Absolutely. Yeah, there's no limit to how far you can take this off. So, yeah. We're at 864 on NVIDIA. I mean, from 863 to 870 is 2 minutes. So if Susan grabs some of these 170-something credits on top of her 150 credits, and then the stock shoots up $7-8 in 5 minutes, they'll be back to 120 credit in a minute, a New York minute. Yeah, of course. You can always make moves like this, of course. Very interesting. Something to follow for you folks. This is something for you to follow live. If you've got pretend accounts, put on this credit spread. Put this credit spread in your pretend account and watch what Susan's doing live through your pretend account while she's trading real money here and see how everyone's doing. Yeah. Way to go, Susan Shops. Way to go. 38-point gain on the Dow. Adobe up 92. 864 now on NVIDIA. Looks like it's trying to get through 864. SoFi 726. GameStop 1050. AI 2051. All right. The Qs are down 91 cents, but the spiders are up 45. Apple's up 95 cents. And Tesla 154.28. Looks like it's coming up a little bit off a low here of 153.78. Looks like a 50-cent gain here on Tesla from the low of the session so far. We'll see. Brian, Susan Shops. Yes, you can average down or up on contracts. Absolutely. Yes, you can. There you go. Of course, Susan also has another weapon in her sleeve. Tomorrow she can pull this out if she wants, or even Friday morning, rollovers. If she needs to do a rollover, she can just roll forward 1 week and take a premium, and that might be a bigger credit, and go that direction. There's millions of ways to play this, but let's see how the stock does today and how the market plays it out. 44-point gain on the Dow, 4.5 on S&P. We're down 16 on Nasdaq. And the NVIDIA now 464.23. I think we're jumping around again, all over the map here. Cheers, everybody. There you go. Mm. GameStop up 11 at 1048. The Rocket Lab just trying to hold around 360 a share right at the moment. Okay. All right, everybody. Let's see what else is going on here. Thank you all for being here and hanging out with me today. Thumbs up meter coming through at 170, now showing 173. Thank you. 27 to go. We got 200. Thank you. All right. And there we are on the board here. Okay. Apple 170.31 has broken that 170 barrier today over that 169 range. We're up 680 on Goldman and 154.55 on Tesla, down 260 now. Microsoft up just a nickel, and Nvidia here 863.92, 863.05. It's varying by $1 here, back and forth. 863.19, 863.92. You tell me what's real. Unity up 7, AI down 6, Adobe down 74. Okay, and back to Tesla here at 154.60 on Tesla right now. 862.80 on Nvidia. 862.80. $1.40 ahead of the low of the session right now. Tesla is 154.78, down 233. And there we are. Okay, there we go over there. Let me go over there. 861.16 on Nvidia. We're near the low of the session at the moment, down 12.88. The range on of Nvidia, typical day, 861 for the low, 887 for the high. That's a $26 range so far today, down 13 on the session. Welcome to Situation Normal at Nvidia. 726 up a nickel on Sofi. All right, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. Volatility galore. All right. 861.26 on Nvidia. 21-point gain on the Dow. 1.3 on S&P. 27-point gain on NASDAQ. So we've given up some gains on our markets. The Dow was up 200. We're now up 44. NASDAQ was up definitely 100-something, I thought. We're negative 25. Okay. Barron's is saying that Adidas stock, or Adidas, is rising. Strong earnings show company has turned the corner. All right. Eli Lilly's Zepbound weight loss drug works on sleep apnea too. Report is coming out. Interesting. The VIX is down 58 cents at 1782. Looking good on the VIX. Is it going to translate into a higher market? Nvidia just popped at 863.04. 863.77. We just popped up about $2 here. $2.20 in just a minute or two. That's what I've got going over there. Watching a lot of stuff going on. And Adobe about to go green again. 476.14, down 8 cents only now on Adobe. Dow's up 61. We're climbing 6.5 now gain on S&P. The NASDAQ's only down 8 points. NASDAQ is coming on. With the other markets, there's a climb. We're up 71 now on the Dow. Just popped a little bit here. 865 on Nvidia. 865.68. That is $4.20 higher from the low, approximately in 5 minutes. 866 here. Just gained $5 on Nvidia from its low of the day 5 minutes ago. Look at that. As I predicted, this can happen. We know it can happen on these contracts. Susan, I'm sure, is watching all kinds of volatility on those contracts. As these shares go higher and lower and they come up again, those puts will get hit badly, which is great for her. Absolutely great. Once you're into these contracts, you will really see the relationship between the stock price and the contract price. And contracts that expire in only a couple of days, you will really see live depreciation, shrinkage in front of your eyes. You'll just see it happen. especially with movement. 866 now. 866.95 has been registered just in the last little while. That is 550 gain. Yeah, that's what's going on. Yes. What else? Let's see. Any more comments? We're just watching for that. Staying on top of this. Welcome all to the program. 867 now on NVIDIA. We've just busted through the 867 range. Okay. Lorraine, I'm number 177, Bruce. 23 away from 200. Thumbs up today. 74 point gain on the Dow. We're green everywhere now. We're up 9 on S&P. We're up a half a point on NASDAQ. The three markets are positive again. Buy program kicked in. Jumping markets, and NVIDIA has jumped up $5 through this. Adobe is green by 4 cents. Sofi up 8. GameStop up 13 to 10.50. Rocket Lab holding a 4-cent gain. AI has gone green again, 20.51. JR, yes, Uncle Bruce, that cash secured put I just wrote has depreciated by 10% already in just less than an hour. BW AI has not been this low since May of 2023. It was as low as 16. Interesting on AI. Yeah, AI is 20.51 right now, cheap. Interesting, JR, on your Teslas. Obviously, if Tesla continues to improve, your cash secured put will continue to depreciate. 154.81 here, down 230. The low on Tesla, 153.78. So a $1. And what is that? 110 move, a $1.10 move in your direction higher, and your cash secured put is dropping off in value, obviously because of two things: time and now the stock price. 154.92 on Tesla. Wants to go back to 155 here. That's going to affect those contracts by far, for sure, without any doubt whatsoever. All right. All righty. NVIDIA now 867.23. The low of the day, 860.30. So yeah, here we are. Almost $7 higher than the low of the session in just 7-8 minutes. That is affecting those contracts, I am sure, for Susan Shops, without any doubt whatsoever. Welcome to the party, pals. Welcome to the party. The depreciation party going on here. Shrinkage party. Definitely shrinkage party here. Yes, indeed. Here we are. There we go. Those 800s. Last I'm seeing is like 62 cents. Again, I'm 10 minutes old though. Don't get too excited about this. I am 10 minutes behind on these contracts. 212 on the 825. So there's where that 160 plus spread is coming from for day after tomorrow on NVIDIA. The 800 825 puts, the put credit spread of $1.50 spread price. The odds of success 92.5%. According to options profit calculator. Interesting, isn't it? Fascinating, absolutely fascinating. These quotes and these prices. NVIDIA 867.50. That's bad news for these contracts. They could be falling off even more now, as we are seeing a bit of a rebound at the moment. Up 81 on Adobe, up 70 on the Dow, 11 gain on GameStop, 7 on Sofi, Rocket Lab up 2.5, AI back to -3. There you go. All right. Getting my money right. 178, thumbs up. Thank you, my friends. Brian, Uncle Bruce, why do you think it takes like 2 months for GameStop to provide earnings? Didn't their fourth quarter end like Jan 31? ER was mid-March. Yeah, I know. They are notoriously slow, probably because of, at one time, 5,500 worldwide locations. It probably just took them a little longer. I don't know. It's been a company that's been around 40 years. Many companies have sped up their reporting, not GameStop. I don't know why. BW AI looks ripe to reverse. So oversold, says BW, but it has been having a abysmal volume. Until that increases, it's going to meander here until it doesn't. Brian, I have some $8 covered calls on Sofi expiring May 3. Let's see where this Sofi goes next week. Hopefully up or down or flat. This is kind of fun. Splair, just in case, I'm wishing every one of you a relaxed day. Thank you, Splair. We are now on NVIDIA at 867.15. We got to 867.70 already. And I'm sure the pressure is on these puts that they're likely backing off a bit here as the stock is climbing. Be interesting to see just where this stock goes to today. Will it continue to rebound, or is it going to slump again? These 800s did hit the 70-cent range, these puts, and the 825s were sitting here at 232, 237 range, even 240. But that is 10 minutes ago. We're going to find out just where we're at here in the next 4 or 5 minutes. If the stock wants to hold 866, 867 or higher, these puts will show much lower levels. And I'm sure some of you on your live feeds are showing lower levels already. Welcome to the party here. We're up 59 on the Dow at the moment. Adobe holding a $1 gain. NVIDIA down 780 at the moment. I'm waiting to see whether NVIDIA wants to actually go positive. Will it actually turn the corner and go the other direction completely? And if it does that, that would put us at 874, 875, which would be devastating for those puts that Susan Shops went into. Those 825s would get really hit. At any time, this can happen. We don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll be watching this all day long. I'm sure you will be watching it all day long as well. Something to watch live. Way to go, Susan Shops, and all of you out there. Well done on your put credit spreads. Those of you 100 behind on NVIDIA, 120 behind. Well done, each and every one of you. If you're now taking new positions for next Friday, the Friday after, May 17 range, well done. 10, 20, 30, $40 spreads, up to you to decide which contracts you want to work off of, and timing, and the kind of credit you want to collect. Again, it's all risk tolerance is what it's about. The more conservative, the smarter, is the way I say it and the way I see it. So congratulations all on however you are setting things up. Those of you wanting to take classes, if you need any help with the structuring of your classes, ordering your classes, send me an email. I will try to help you through that. Any of you want to do a private one-on-one, you let me know. We'll see if we can arrange some time together and have a session. Like I say, we've got a lot going on here, a lot happening. The markets are all over the map here. They are up, they're down, they're up, they're down. I think the reasons to sell may have run out. We may have run out of reasons to want to get out. But we'll see just how this plays. BW SPY 50210 is the line in the sand. That gap below to 497 was averted by JP and the gang talking yesterday. Jerome Powell. The Fed needs to just shut their yap mid-month. This screws the market momentum. We write and we laugh. There you go. We are ahead 36 points on the Dow. The spiders are 504.02. The line in the sand 502.10. So a couple of bucks away on SPY. Judgment Day. It might be happening. I don't know. We'll see. We shall. We'll figure it out. 866 NVIDIA right here. 865.79, 866. Holding in there. Has the bottom been reached on NVIDIA today? And does it bounce back to 870, 880 later? Is that about to happen? It's going to be kind of fun. We're watching for that. We'll keep an eye on it. Thanks again. Those of you looking to get the 5 for the price of 4, you need any help on that, send me a private email at brucefarmer@hotmail.com. In the meantime, thank you all for joining me today. Jennifer, thanks you as well. NVIDIA now 867.17. It's going up again. Keep the drive alive. Keep me posted on how you're doing. And we'll keep watching from this end over here in the meantime. Thank you. We'll see you tonight. Those of you who are Gold Bagel members, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, prime time with Uncle Bruce, tonight, 7 p.m. Join me live and become a Gold Bagel member and get over there. And we'll have some fun tonight as well. Richard Carlin, neat. Right on, buddy. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful session. We'll see you tomorrow, first thing in the morning, but tonight we'll see you at 7 o'clock Eastern. John Gill, take care, pal. Thank you. We'll catch you guys later this evening. Not friggin' financial advice hoser. There you go. NFFA. There it is. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.